Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out Keke Palmer's shocking claims about Darius Jackson reviewed, and this is by Candace Owens. And you guys, I'm super excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Candace Owens has for us in this video.
Keke Palmer, and I'm going to remind you about who she is and why we covered her on the show a while ago, making an assessment rather on her relationship. Keke Palmer many months ago went to an Usher concert, and she was wearing some very revealing outfit, and she was dancing and singing with Usher, grinding on him. And what ended up happening was Darius Jackson issued a tweet talking about how inappropriate it is and how when men have standards, society basically tells them that they're jealous. And I very much sided with him on this perspective. And the internet very much came to Keke Palmer's side and just called him a jealous and a small man for not appreciating her freedom, so to speak, that women just should be able to behave as they want to in public. Here is the thing. Two things can be true at once. It can definitely be true. What I said is that women should have some respect for their relationships, and what Darius Jackson was saying at that time was valid. It still is valid. But valid. What has now been brought forth in Keke Palmer's filings are surveillance camera images of her ex.
I totally agree with what Darius Jackson said about the inappropriate way Keke Palmer dressed to that concert, because as a mother and a wife, you're not supposed to dress that way. No matter what social media tells you, whatever is wrong is totally wrong, and we should try to address these things instead of egging Keke Palmer on with the way she dressed. I know that she's a celebrity, but what she wore to that concert was way too revealing. And I wouldn't say that I'm in total support of Darius's actions, but what Keke Palmer wore in this particular video is too revealing, and I stand with what Darius said. And let me know your thoughts on this one. Let's continue, guys.
Her ex, Darius Jackson, beating her at her home. Palmer has accused Jackson of abusing her as recently as November 5th, stating that she has security footage to back up her claims that he trespassed into her home without her knowledge or her consent and threatened her before lunging for her neck, striking her, and throwing her over the couch and stealing her phone. So just to put context, obviously their relationship was not good at the time when he originally had tweeted about her having no respect for herself, especially as a young mom. And it has only further disintegrated, as these things tend to do when you are in the middle of a divorce or a separation. So it sounds like they were living separately. He, according to her at least, appeared at her home without authorization and put his hands on her. And these are just some of the stills of what she is filing in the court system. I'm sure she has the full video. You can see that he is behind her. It looks like he is trying to force her in a certain direction against her will. The next image is a little more telling. You can see that he is definitely on top of her. He has his hand in the air, and she is bracing as she falls over a couch, and she puts her hands up in what I would describe as a very defenseless position. Now, I know, because we have very much teetered into this debate before, that there are going to be people online that say, what happens in someone's home is not something to be discussed publicly, a la the whole Steven Crowder debacle. It is always important to weigh in on things when they stand against your values. And this is something that, despite me having agreed with Darius Jackson in the past about how women should present themselves in public, that is positively despicable. Yes, this happened in their own home. Yes, it is now breaking in the public. The media is now being given access to this. And it's important to say that this is wrong, that no woman should ever go through this, that no woman should suffer abuse. It's not that difficult to accept that. How the information was gathered, how it was leaked, I don't know. How her court filings were leaked, I don't know. But it is shocking to see this. It is always an act of cowardice when a man puts his hand on a woman. It is always an act of cowardice. There's never a circumstance where I'm going to look at that and say, well, obviously it's justified. Keke Palmer is claiming that Darius Jackson was enraged because she allegedly showed a photo of herself, her workout results, at a friend's party. and he was allegedly a very jealous person throughout their entire relationship. In her filings, she states that, quote, "The abuse during our relationship was not just physical, but emotional and manipulative. Darius would love bomb me and make me feel like I was the most important woman in the world, only to get extremely distant and cold over a perceived insult to him. If we were at a party or an event and I spoke with one person too long or looked at someone a certain way, he would storm off in rage, telling me that I was a slut and a whore, accusing me of cheating on him and that I did not love him. Darius had a way of gaslighting me to make me feel like I was doing something wrong, even though I wasn't," she wrote in documents. She also alleged that there have been many instances of physical violence with Jackson, including him hitting her in front of her son. So yes, this has now become an incredibly toxic situation. She's talking about instances of him having thrown her on the ground, having grabbed off her glasses, stomped on them, throwing all of her belongings once upon a time on the pavement in the rain. Incredibly toxic situation. And obviously now you can see with these stills that it did rise to the level of some sort of physical altercation. And so this is a situation that should be discussed, not because we are trying to pry into the lives of private people, because it's been brought forth in the public, and it's important to state your position on things morally. You know, what are your actual values? And in this circumstance, you have two people that I think clearly did not respect each other, did not understand who each other were, and that allowed the toxicity to seep in. It is never the fault of any person. If they are being abused physically, it is not Keke Palmer's fault. It is certainly not her fault. If the physical violence is because of what she was wearing or what she showed a picture, these people should not have been matched. And as I said again, it is never acceptable for a man to put his hands on a woman. Only a coward would ever do that.
You guys, that was such a very toxic relationship. Why didn't she walk out when all of these things were happening? Because I wouldn't say she wants to stay back because she's not financially buoyant. Because this is Keke Palmer we're talking about. She's rich as they can get, and I bet she could have just walked out if she just wanted to, except there was something that made her stay. When a guy goes this far, the only option you have is to walk out and save your life, because the violence that this guy is coming with can cost her life, and I still can't find the reason why she has to stay back and endure all of these things. And I really hope that Keke Palmer is okay wherever she is, because this guy Darius doesn't deserve her, and she should totally cut off all ties that has to do with him. I know that it's not easy because they have a child together, so it's not entirely easy for her to cut off from him. But oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for her. No man should lay his hands on a woman, and the position that she was trying to defend herself, I feel so sorry for her, because this is a woman that is being hit by a man, and the fact that it wasn't long that she had her son is so terrifying. I don't even want to be in the position that Keke Palmer was, because I don't know what would have been going through her mind why she was being beaten by Darius. I feel so sorry for her, and this guy is absolutely unhinged. And let me know what you guys think about this Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson situation. I really had fun reacting to Candace Owen. I always love listening to Candace Owen and hearing her views on such topic. I really enjoyed reacting to her. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And this is me officially signing out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.